यहाँ पे हर किसी के चेहरे पे एक कहानी है। हर किसी की आंखों में एक दुख छुपा हुआ है।
I was doing really well. I had 7 years clean. I had my own business. I had my own place. I was doing really well. I had my car, everything.
I got thousands of dollars just up in the air. Trump just took all of my money, my insurance, my boots. And I was a nurse. I worked for my shit for a very long time. I got hit off of my dirt bike at a red light.
Listen, if you want to conquer the world, or you want to conquer a human being, the heart, you have to conquer yourself. So these people just don't want to conquer themselves.
I lived in the wilderness around here on and off for 20 years. And I know the schematics, and I know the tragedies, and I know the good and the bad. It was breaking my heart, man. And I lost 14 people.
I'm sorry.
I just lost one last week, tired. Rest in peace, and so he's an OG.
ये लोग ना तो ज़ॉम्बीज़ हैं और ना ही कोई और मखलूक। ये मेरी तरह और आपकी तरह के जीते जागते इंसान हैं, जिनको पेट भरने के लिए खाना भी चाहिए और सोने के लिए महफूज जगह भी।
It's not like we're like zombie monsters who all we function off of is drugs. Like, no, we're human beings too. Not a monster. I'm a human being, just like you, just like anybody else. Just because I do drugs doesn't mean the drugs do me. You know, I eat, I sleep.
It's not full of zombies, and it's a way, yeah.
No, they're not zombies. They're human beings. It's just the reality is the situation that they are running from themselves. They don't want to deal with it, so they just continue using drugs to numb all the whatever it is, excuses or whatever it is that the reason why they're using drugs.
I love to be loved. I love to show love. I have a family. I have friends, just like you, just like anybody. I'm a person.
Zombies is not. I'm not a zombie. I'm not a dope smoker. I hate the petty. I hate the drink.
So you use what, weed?
I just no. I can't use weed anymore. It's too much fentanyl in it. It's too many different cuts in it, and it's more addictive than cigarettes, which is very, very addictive. Same. It's a gateway. Weed is definitely a gateway to all of this shit.
ये किसी के भाई बहन हैं, माँ बाप हैं, या फिर किसी के बच्चे। इनके एक गलत फैसले ने, चाहे वो जहनी दबाव का शिकार होके या फिर एडवेंचर के चक्कर में, इनको यहाँ तक पहुँचा दिया है।
How did you end up here? Like, why did you stop
I started
taking
coming
drugs?
on. Well, it's crazy because I was always an addictive person, addictive behaviors from my parents, post-traumatic stress, traumas, tragedies and loss. And then working in the ICU when my brother was murdered and deemed to the suicide. It kind of like broke me down.
What make you taking drugs?
Probably just like curiosity and boredom. Combination of the two, you know. How's the old saying go? It says, curiosity killed the cat. Lost the cat.
So what kind of drugs are these? Like, I don't know much about the drugs. Are these like ice or something? Hey, what's up? Be careful. Hey, what's up? How you doing?
I'm in the middle of an interview.
Good. So what's about these drugs?
I'm in the middle of an interview, buddy. I'm being recorded right now. I'm in the middle of an interview. I'm in the middle of it. Bro, me too. Bro, I'm in the middle.
On street, boy, you stole my stuff, man.
Yeah, they stole my shit too.
I remember behind you, where I get from, man. Come on, man.
I'm not worried about that. I'm just saying you're being rude as hell. What?
You couldn't have motherfuckers, man. They stole my shit, buddy.
Yeah, they stole my shit too. What's up?
What is he asking for?
He's not asking. He's telling you.
So what kind of drugs do you take?
Dope.
Dope.
Dope. That's what everybody's the main issue is. Dope.
यहाँ पे जो ज़्यादातर लोग आते हैं जो यहाँ पे नशा करते हैं और ड्रगीज़ बन जाते हैं वो डिप्रेशन का शिकार होते हैं। वो चाहे गुर्बत की वजह से हो, बेरोज़गारी की वजह से या ख़ानदानी निज़ाम ना होने की वजह से और अकेलेपन की वजह से हो। इसके अलावा भी जो यहाँ के नौजवान बच्चे हैं और बहुत सारे लोग वो एडवेंचर के चक्कर में और मस्ती के चक्कर में मज़ा लेने के लिए चलो एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं कैसा लगता है, और फिर धीरे धीरे वो उस चीज़ के आदी हो जाते हैं और आखिर में फेंटानिल पा के रुक जाते हैं। उनकी फैमिलीज़ उन पे गिव अप कर देती हैं और उसके बाद उनकी मौत ही आती है।
What happened to your legs?
You want $5? Got $5, bro?
I don't want to give you money. I will buy you something to eat.
Bro.
Huh? Really?
I got shot up. My drug is food.
I can buy you food.
I can buy my own. I can buy my own food. I swear I don't do drugs, bro. I promise you I don't. Take my
So the people around here, all of them not taking drugs. They are here because they are homeless.
a lot of people get to drugs.
Okay. But you think some of them here, they are not doing drugs, but they are homeless?
Yeah.
He's doing drugs?
Yeah, he do drugs. Chips and a soda.
Chips and a soda?
Here's some Dorito.
I'll go to that store.
Alright.
That's the grocery there. What's up, buddy? Yeah, let's game. Hey bro, let me get some chips and a can of Pepsi. And a can of Pepsi. Yeah, I need a bag.
Hold on, I'm gonna talk on that.
You want to talk?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hold on, here I come. How much you pay?
I'm not paying anything. I can buy you something if you want.
No, thank you.
So I just talked to a cop here. He doesn't want to be on camera because he said it's not allowed for us to be on camera. But he talked to me a lot, and I asked him like, why do the people they don't get help? And he told me that you can take a horse to the river, but you cannot make him drink.
That is correct. That is correct. That is correct. You know, some people you really want to change for you to change. You understand me? And the society that has been evolving here, kind of like a snowball. It just grows. It gets to the point where, you know, you can't miss it. You can't miss it. Yeah, it's out of hand, you know, and some people just want to get away from all that nonsense. And instead of talking about it, because it's just ridiculous the way people talking lately.
Well, it's easy for him to say that, but he's in the position he's in. But he doesn't realize that the sickness that you get from the withdrawal, not having certain drugs that are out here, is so bad and so intense that it can kill you.
Yeah, I heard about the fentanyl.
Oh, tranquilizers, xylazine, methamphetamine, and stuff like that. The withdrawal from that can kill you within 24 hours. It's called it creates what's called the rebound effect, which basically causes your heart rate to accelerate and causes your heart to pump way too hard, and it forces your body into like an overdrive type of state, and it can cause strokes, heart attacks, things like that, which can be fatal. I've known several people who have died from the withdrawal of this stuff.
They're not zombies. They're just human beings looking for excuses. And the reason why I tell you like that is that I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm in a wheelchair because of one of them, meaning that there was an addicted in my family, which I'm trying to save, and it backfired on me. So I had to carry my cross and his cross. So I cannot sugarcoat it. These people are going through some whatever it is they want to go through, and it's because they don't want to face the reality. Some things hurt you because you made it cause. Some things hurt you because other people want to hurt you. You got to fight for it. Some people like to struggle, fight for it with knowledge or making their life. But the reality is some people just don't want to fight. So they get numb, and they're numbing their conscience. And when the reality hits, sometimes people grow. Some puppies just continue ignoring it.
So if your family take you back, is there any chance?
I leave here right now.
Like how hard it is to quit drugs? How hard it is?
Listen, I'm at the point where I'm ready to get the hell out. Like I'm done. I'm more than fed up. This is the issue, right? A lot of drugs are mentally addictive, right? Psychologically addictive. Those are a little, in my opinion, this is my opinion, that's just an opinion, are a little easier to quit. But the drugs like dope that are physically addictive, that have physical side effects that can literally end your life, is a little bit different, because you're going to be throwing up, you're going to be using the bathroom on yourself, you're not going to be able to eat, you're not going to be able to sleep, you're not going to be able to function like a normal human being. You're going to be extremely sick, and you can potentially die. It's not the same. It's almost like you don't really have a choice at that point. You need assistance to get off this drug. You have to go to a hospital, or you have to see a physician in order to get off this drug. Anything else, like if you smoke crack, you can just quit.
So do you have any kind of medical insurance or something if you want to go to get help?
I don't currently have insurance, but I'm sure I could get it if I, went through the right avenues and stuff like that. But it doesn't matter if you don't have insurance, because a hospital will take you if you're going through severe withdrawal symptoms, especially if you're going through withdrawal from trank dope and, for example, benzos or alcohol or something like that. It's things that can literally kill you, cause you have seizures, stuff like that. Like they're going to take you in regardless. They're not going to let you die. So.
ये लोग अपनी ज़िंदगी की किसी न किसी मोड़ पे अपनी ज़िंदगी की जंग हार चुके हैं, और यहाँ पे ये लोग सिर्फ अपनी मौत का इंतज़ार कर रहे हैं। जो ड्रग्स ये यूज़ करते हैं उसको कहते हैं फेंटानिल। फेंटानिल एक ड्रग है जो कि यूज़ होता है जानवरों को बेहोश करने के लिए। अगर आपने कभी नेशनल ज्योग्राफिक देखा हो तो उसमें जानवरों को बेहोश करने के लिए एक गन के ज़रिए एक इंजेक्शन फायर किया जाता है। वो इंजेक्शन उस जानवर को लगता है तो वो कुछ सेकंड्स में बेहोश हो जाता है। वही फेंटानिल यहाँ पे आइस में या फिर पाउडर में, हीरोइन में मिक्स करके लोग इस्तेमाल करते हैं, और ये नॉर्मल हीरोइन से 50 गुना ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग होता है। जब ये लोग नशा करते हैं तो ऐसे टेढ़े मेढ़े होके खड़े हो जाते हैं। फिर इनको अपने अज़ा पे, अपने जिस्म पे कोई कंट्रोल नहीं रहता और इनकी ज़ुबान से सुने तो ये हाई हो जाते हैं।
Like when I got here, the first thing I noticed about this place was how many people were amputees. They had missing arms, missing legs, and how many people were in wheelchairs. I've never seen so many people with missing limbs and in wheelchairs in one place in my entire life. I was like, wow.
So where do you stay at night?
It's on the street.
On the street. It's too cold in the winter, like 15
Yeah, I
minus
spent the
15
winter out
degrees.
here. Yeah, and it was brutal. I thought I was gonna die, literally. I was walking down Kensington Avenue screaming one night. Like, I literally was so cold. I thought I was literally going to die. And I was just screaming, can anybody please help? I'm gonna die out here. I'm gonna die.
Last winter it was too cold. How did you survive in such a cold? You only had a small tiny hoodie.
पहले हेरोइन होती थी जो कि किसी और मुल्क में उगाई जाती थी, फिर उसको प्रोसेस किया जाता था, फिर उसको स्मगल करके अमेरिका लाया जाता था। टाइम भी लगता था, पैसा भी लगता था, तो ड्रग्स महंगे होते थे, हर कोई ड्रग्स नहीं यूज़ कर सकता था। अब सारी सिंथेटिक ड्रग्स बन रही हैं। यहीं कहीं पे किसी घर के बेसमेंट में किसी ने कोई लैब बनाई होगी और वहीं पे ये ड्रग्स बना रहा होगा। $2 में यहाँ पे सैंडविच नहीं मिलता जिससे इंसान एक दिन के लिए पेट भर के खाना खा सके, लेकिन $2 में आपको यहाँ पे पूरे दिन हाई रहने के लिए ड्रग्स मिल जाते हैं।
Just one last question. How much it costs for you to take a drug one time?
$5 or $10.
$5?
Yeah. $5 to $10 for one.
It's that cheap here?
Yeah, it's not like it used to.
$5 I cannot even buy a sandwich.
I know. Yeah, but you can buy drugs with it. Hell, here you can buy drugs for $2. Used to be you could buy drugs for $1. It was different. It was different. Yeah, you get $2, $3, $5. Anything you want.
मैंने किसी किताब में सुल्तान सलाहुद्दीन अयूबी का एक कौल पढ़ा था कि अगर किसी कौम को बर्बाद करना हो तो उसके नौजवान को फहाशी में मुब्तला कर दो, लेकिन मेरे ख्याल में अगर किसी कौम को बर्बाद करना हो तो उसके नौजवानों को नशे पे लगा दो, कौम खुद ब खुद ज़वाल पसीर हो जाएगी।
Yeah, nah, you listen, you don't want your kid to end up here. And if I had any advice for your kid, I would tell him don't ignore it. Don't make yourself blind to it. But accept that it is a reality for some people. A reality that you don't want, a reality that you don't want to choose to have. But it is a reality for some people. Because I feel like there are a lot of parents out there who want to shelter their kid to the point where they want to pretend like this type of situation doesn't exist. And then when the kid gets introduced to the drugs, they're curious, they're excited. What's that like? It makes them want to try it, you know? But if you show them something like this, maybe that'll show them it's something they don't want at all anymore. You know what I mean? I think that's important.
चाइना की सेंचुरी ऑफ ह्यूमिलिएशन का तो आपने सुना होगा कि कैसे एक पूरी कौम और इतनी बड़ी सल्तनत ड्रग्स की वजह से बर्बाद हो गई। मुझे लगता है कि अमेरिका की आज़ादी की बुनियाद अगर इस शहर से पड़ी है, अगर ये सूरत हाल रही तो अमेरिका का ज़वाल भी इसी शहर से शुरू होगा।
किसी ज़माने में केंसिंगटन डिस्ट्रिक्ट अमेरिका का सबसे बड़ा मैन्युफैक्चरिंग हब था। यहाँ पे टेक्सटाइल मिल्स से लेकर स्टील मिल्स तक हर तरह की फैक्ट्रीज थी। इंडस्ट्रियल टूल्स इतनी बड़ी तादाद में बनते थे कि फिलाडेल्फिया को वर्कशॉप ऑफ द वर्ल्ड कहा जाता था। फिलाडेल्फिया के ज्यादातर लोग इन्हीं फैक्ट्रीज में काम करते थे।
We got the river. The reason why they put all these factory here is because of the river.
लेकिन 1950 के बाद यहाँ पर बहुत बड़ा चेंज आया। कुछ सरमायादारों ने सस्ते लेबर के लिए फैक्ट्रीज किसी और मुल्क में शिफ्ट कर दी और कुछ फैक्ट्रीज से सरमाया निकाल के सिटी में बड़ी बड़ी बिल्डिंग्स बना के सर्विसेज और टेक्नोलॉजी की तरफ चले गए। धीरे धीरे यहाँ की फैक्ट्रीज बंद हो गईं और लोग बेरोजगार। जब रोजगार खत्म हुआ तो लोग भी यहाँ से जाने लगे। जो खानदान माली तौर पर बेहतर थे वो आसपास के मुज़ाफ़ात में शिफ्ट हो गए और जो गरीब थे वो यहीं रह गए। जिस तरह जरूरत इजाद की माँ होती है, बिल्कुल इसी तरह बेरोजगारी इजाद होती है जराइम और नशे की। आहिस्ता आहिस्ता जराइम बढ़ने लगे, लोग नशे के आदी होने लगे और ये जगह बन गई अमेरिका की सबसे बड़ी ओपन एयर ड्रग मार्केट। यहाँ पे सालाना 1 बिलियन से भी ज्यादा ड्रग्स का बिजनेस होता है। केंसिंगटन की कहानी एक आईना है, एक ऐसा आईना जो हमें दिखाता है कि जब गुर्बत, बेरोजगारी, जहनी बीमारी और नशा एक साथ जमा हो जाएं, तो मुआशरे के साथ क्या हो सकता है।
अब आप लोग सोच रहे होंगे कि वो सरमायादार लोग जिनका शुमार अमेरिका के अमीर तरीन लोगों में होता था, जिनकी यहाँ पे फैक्ट्रीज़ और मिलें चलती थी, वो लोग कहाँ गए? तो वो लोग ना तो यहाँ पे रहते हैं और ना वो लोग शहर की ऊंची इमारतों में रहते हैं। उन्होंने अपने लिए एक अलग दुनिया बसा ली थी, यहाँ से कुछ ही किलोमीटर दूर। तो चलें फिर आपको लेके चलता हूँ अमीरों की दुनिया में।